Hello my dazzling stars and welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to take a look at the energies which are coming towards us in the month ahead. What's happening to us, what energies are coming to us in the month of April, what is coming into our life, and any advice and guidance which spirit has for us right now for the month ahead. Okay, so as you can see there are four different decks here. So this is choose a deck reading. So choose a pile, choose the deck, whichever deck calls out to you the most, calls to you the most, choose the deck. And I would suggest that you don't use your eyes for the making the choice. Take a while to breathe and then maybe close your eyes for a second or two or for a few seconds, and then open your eyes after taking a few deep breaths, and then whichever pile you're being drawn to the most, pick that pile. Also, you can call upon your angels and spirit guides to guide you towards the pile which is actually meant for you. Okay, so yeah, I'm also going to turn over the top card now, so you can also use that to make the choice. Okay, so this is the Modern Witch deck. So for pile 1 I'm using the Modern Witch deck, and we have the Ace of Pentacles from pile 1. From pile 2 we have Two of Swords, and this is Everyday Witch Tarot. This is Forest of Enchantment Tarot, and from that we have Starlight. And for group 4, this is the Lightseers deck, and we have Nine of Cups. So yeah, go ahead, make your choice, and I'll see you at your reading. Take as long as you need in order to make the choice, and I'll see you at your reading. And as always, the timestamps for the different piles will be given in the description below. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to do this reading for you. Hello my group 1, welcome to your reading. So if you choose group 1, then you have the Ace of Pentacles, and what this is telling me from the very get-go is that you're about to start a new journey, you're about to walk upon a new direction, work upon a new thing, and that is going to bring you so much of prosperity and abundance. It's magical. It's gonna be magical. Okay, so first we're going to take a look at all the cards which I've already picked for you, and then we are going to use the deck which I picked for you, and we're going to pull some cards from that. Okay, so then we have Lighthouse. Don't doubt your worth. And it says here, I'm always enough. Yes, you are. Yes, you are my pile 1. Then you have Gray. Endings are inevitable. Yeah, so that definitely lines up with what I was telling about the new about the new direction, the new seed which you're planting, the new opportunity which is coming your way, or the new thing which you're starting. And that's because obviously you have to end one thing in order to start moving towards the new thing. And I also see movement. So for some of you it could literally be moving places, because this boat, I saw this boat. So yeah, there could be a lot of things which are coming to me, and one is definitely movement of physical movement from one place to another. The another is movement towards your dreams, because this boat is sailing on the clouds. And I'm feeling like, it's like you living behind a job which was not really your heart's calling, which you just did because you just had to up until this point, and now you're starting to move towards a new direction. You're going to start your own thing. For some of you it could even be promotion. You're going to be promoted from one position to the next. And so yeah, there is definitely that movement which I'm getting for you. For some of you it could also be movement in relationships. So it's like, if you were in not such a good relationship, you are coming out of that. Or if you were single, because the girl here is alone, then you're going to meet someone new. Love that. But the important thing which you have to remember is that you don't doubt your worth, okay? Because whatever this new thing is which you are starting, that is going to bring you a lot of abundance, a lot of prosperity, things which you couldn't even imagine. But the thing is, you are so creative and you are so magical. But what I'm feeling is that a lot of times you doubt your own capabilities, because this is basically what this card is saying. Don't doubt your worth. If you think whether you deserve something or not, whether you deserve to be to be living the life of your dreams, or whether you deserve to be in a better relationship, or whether you deserve to have a very nurturing relationship, a partner who values you and nurtures you. And what spirit is telling you is that yes, you are enough. You are always enough. You deserve only the best things in the world. And when we doubt in our own abilities, when we doubt in our own magic, what really happens is that whew, we start attracting the things which we think are what we deserve. We might not say it, like we might say that, oh no, I deserve better, but then feeling that thing, sometimes we dim our own light and we don't shine at our brightest, just because we are so scared and we are afraid of shining our brightest. We are afraid to be seen as we are, because we think people will judge us if they see how we are in the truest sense, how we are. Like, people are going to judge us if that we want to be a certain way, we want to live a certain way, we want to do a certain thing. But then that imposter syndrome comes along and asks, like, who are you? Like, who am I to be doing this thing? Like, people who are doing these things, they're so talented. Like, people who have this amazing relationships, obviously they are so good and they are attracting those relationships. But maybe this is all I deserve because I've never been treated well in my life, I have never attracted good relationships in my life. But what spirit is telling you is that no, first you deserve the best. Don't doubt your worth, because when you're doubting your worth, you dim your light and you're just attracting the things at that particular frequency. When you shine your brightest, even more magical things come to you. Okay, let's move on to the next set of cards which I have for you. Oh my god. Magic, like, what was I telling you? Magic is literally flowing into your life right now. Your life is going to be so magical. Spirit is actually working in your favor right now. Your spirit guides are working in your favor right now, and they are trying to bring you to the best. They're trying to serve you the best. They're trying to guide you to the best things which you deserve, because you deserve the best. Your soul came here to experience the best, to be treated like a queen or a king. You know, you don't deserve anything less than that. If you are getting anything less than that, it's not worth it. First you have to stand up and say, no, this is what I deserve, this is what I'm worth. And if someone is not treating me up to that mark, then obviously I need to have a serious conversation with that. And if it's like a job, like I'm just giving my all in this particular job and it just feels more draining to me than anything, then you deserve to do the thing which you're actually dreaming about. Wow. Okay, then you have death. And I'll tell you that death is nothing to be scared about, because it just talks about the transition. You are moving from the old way of being into the new way of being. And death is just telling you that. Even with the gray here, like here it says endings are inevitable. You have to step off the a threshold. You have to cross the threshold. You cannot wait here forever. Okay, so, and spirit is telling me that you already know that you need to cross this threshold, you know, but obviously there is this fear, there is this doubt, like, should I even be dreaming that big? And spirit is saying yes, yes, dream bigger than you ever dreamt, because you deserve it all. Guys, you have Jupiter, the planet of abundance, and Jupiter expands whatever it touches. So right now it is expanding your creativity. Whatever you are going to start at this time in the month of April, you have that expansion working on your side. Shine, guys. What was I telling you? North Node future. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so see, with the Leo card, I'm again getting the same message which I was telling you about shining your brightest, because the Leo is Leo. The Leo, when they own their power, the planet which rules Leo is the sun, and the sun is the source of everything in this planet, right? And Leos, when they are living their design, they become the most magnetic people, like, without even trying. The Leos who are not living their design, obviously they will want to attract attention, but the Leos who are living their design, who are being the Leos in the best definition, and who have embraced that power and who just let themselves shine, you know. It's where they just know their value, so they are walking into a room and people just notice them. They don't even have to try to get the attention just comes to them, because they are radiating that power, they are radiating that brightness, they're glowing at their brightest. And so obviously it's like all the moths and all the insects and everyone and everything, it's attracted to them, it's coming to them. Okay, and you have Jupiter, the planet of expansion. So whatever you are working on in the month of April, it is going to expand and it is going to grow. Okay, so whatever you put your energy into, that has the potential of massive growth. Magic is working on your side. You have magic in your hands right now. So do the things which you want to do. Okay, then you have North Node, and North Node is basically is our life purpose in this particular life. Okay, North Node is the direction which our soul has chosen to embark upon in this particular lifetime. North Node is the direction which we want to go. This is who we want to be in this lifetime. And in the month of April, I see, my dear pile one, that you are working, you're going towards your dream, you're working towards your dream, and you are actually going to start living your purpose. You are heading fast, like rapidly, towards your North Node. You're facing your north right now and you are heading super fast in that direction. I love that for you. Okay, then we have, oh, okay. So anyway, so I picked some, these are archetype cards. So we have the Rescuer for you, and it says provide strength and support to others in times of crisis, acts out of love with no expectation of reward. Shadow attributes assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, needs the rescued one need keeps the rescued one needy. Okay, then you have Samaritan. Light attribute refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. Refines your capacity to help those you would prefer to ignore. And the shadow attribute is exacting appreciation and recognition for the help of offer. For the help you offer. Sorry. Okay. And then I have two blank cards for you. So I picked this. So why I have the blank cards is because this deck actually comes with these blank cards. Okay, and we can draw or use whatever additional archetypal energy which we want in our decks, but I have chosen to keep them blank, and I have actually chosen to keep them in the deck. And what I'm basically do is that whenever they show up in a reading, I pull an extra card for that reading. But also I'll tell you what I feel, the light attribute, why I kept this blank. And you also have Vampire, makes you aware that someone or something is draining your life force. Yes. And you have Avenger, desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or others, resorting to violence in the name of a cause. Okay, so I'm going to tell you how I interpret whenever the blank ones come up in my reading, in the readings which I'm doing. And it's like, this is basically spirit telling you that you can be whoever you want to be. Okay, like you have the capacity to fill this box, you have the power to fill this box. Fill this box in whichever color which you want. Fill this box with whichever archetype you want to be in this lifetime, because it is, after all, it is ultimately your choice. Not everyone gets a blank card. It only shows up for some readings, and it showed up for your readings. And this is just echoing what this came here. Don't doubt your worth. You can do anything which you ever want to do. There is nothing stopping you. And that is what spirit is basically telling you. There is nothing stopping you. You can be exactly who you want to be. You can color this, you can put whatever you want in this, and you can be that person, you can be that thing. So that is basically how I read the blank cards. I'm going to keep it here and then come back to the rest of the archetype cards for you. Okay, so you have the rescuer, the avenger, the vampire, and Samaritan. Okay, so what I'm getting here is that the thing which I was talking about, like you are in a particular environment, or you were in a particular environment where it was just draining your energy. Maybe it could be a relationship, it could be a job, it could be a home, maybe the people around you. You were just at a place where everything around you was constantly draining your energy. Yes. And you had a feeling that you could save those people. Okay, so it's almost like let's say if we're talking about a relationship, then it's like maybe there is this person and they have certain issues which even you are aware of. Okay, like maybe they drink too much and then they physically abuse, which is never okay, and or verbally abuse, or maybe it's a job where you are never appreciated, where you always have to carry the workload of everyone else in the work. Okay, and you have to work more and extra and beyond your pay grade, and you're giving it your all. It could even be a friendship. Oh, yeah, for some of you I'm feeling like it could even be a friendship where it's like that friend just uses you when they need you. When you need them, they are not even there. So it is even transition from leaving that behind and going to the next journey. But what I'm feeling here, okay, the vampire represents that organization, that person, that friend, that person, your significant other right now, or even a friend, or as I said, it could even be a home. Okay, like where it's a very funny example which came to my mind. Like, there are just some homes which are energetically like apt up for lack of a better word. So it's almost like you are repairing one thing and then the other thing breaks, and you're fixing the wind. Let's say you're fixing the tiles and then something else is leaking, and it's like you constantly have to put in your energy to make it right, right? And if it's a workplace, so as I said, like it's like you are doing the work for almost everyone. You're going beyond your pay grade because you feel like, oh, they have these issues, they are not able to do all this. And well, that's genuine and that's their issues, but the thing is, it's not your issue. And you have this feeling that you're the person who has to rescue them. You're the person who can rescue them, who can save them, who has to rescue them, who has to save them. Okay, but what spirit is telling you is that no, enough is enough. Some people just don't want to be changed, and that is not your burden to bear any longer. Okay, if the thing where you're giving so much of energy is giving nothing to you, then you have to walk away from that thing, because that thing is honestly giving nothing to you. Okay, that thing is not good enough for you. You need to start walking towards a new direction, and you have to be the savior, the Samaritan, this avenger for yourself. You have to stand up and do what you think is right for you. Do you think that you deserve that kind of friend who is never there, and you're always there for that friend? Whenever they need anything, you go running to them, but then when you need something, they just say that, oh, they're too busy to even maybe answer your call, or they're too busy to even come and meet you, or maybe they even stand you up at times. Okay, and whenever they need you, it's like you have to run to their need ASAP. Again, as I said, like if it can be a partner, it can be a job, you will know what it is. I'm just giving different examples because obviously this is a generalized reading. So yeah, I like to give different examples when it comes to this. Anyway, so as I was saying, right now you have to be this rescuer, this Samaritan, this avenger for yourself. You have to stand up for yourself and look from a zoomed out perspective. Like, is this what you deserve? If this was your friend who was in this situation, what did you advise her? If you are not you and you are just your friend, what would you advise your friend? Okay, what is the advice which you would give your friend? Like, and then give that advice. Think this is your friend who is seeking the advice. Yeah, who is seeking the advice, and give advice from a zoomed out perspective. Okay, don't associate that with you. I know it's difficult for you to walk away from this thing because your energy, you are just that kind hearted, you are just that soft hearted, and you feel like, if someone is not able to do the thing, you can always bear their burden. But what spirit is telling you is that it's no longer your burden to bear. Okay, so let's see. You have Mintakan, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. So yes, obviously, yeah, makes sense. And then you have Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, priestess, mystic, teacher. So you see, you have a much bigger role to play. If you stay stuck in the same old routine, in the same old pattern, in the same old life, then you're not serving your true purpose, you're not serving your true north. You are one of the original light workers, okay? You came here to spread the way of the light. You came here to spread hope, to spread love and everything. And yes, you are doing that, but in a very small, in a very like very small minute version of that. You're just focused on one person or just one thing, and you think that you have to give your all to save that thing, because if you cannot save that thing, then why are you even there? But what spirit is telling you is that no, whether someone walks your path or not, whether someone takes your advice or not, it's not upon you. It's not upon you, it's upon them. People always have a choice to decide whether they want to take uh, take your advice or not. Your job, your purpose here is to give that advice, okay? You are supposed to be like the teacher, okay? You give your advice, you teach them, you show them the way how these things are done, you guide them. But then if they're not doing it, you can tell them the 10th time, but the 11th time you have to be like, well, I can only give you this much of energy. Whether you take my advice or not, it's totally up to you, because you cannot force them to make those changes in your life, okay? And you are here, your purpose is much more greater than just 2 people or 10 people. Your purpose is to reach hundreds of people at least, because you have the Sisterhood of the Rose, okay? I feel like once you start walking this thing, going towards this new direction, your path will become so much clearer to you, and you'll understand exactly what you are meant to do, or why you are even doing this thing. Because so many people are going to come and follow you, they are going to come because they'll get the guidance, okay? You will provide them the guidance, and you have the capacity to provide the guidance to so many people. So first you have to zoom out and take yourself out from this particular place where you are at right now in order to reach that space. Okay, with that, let us just pull some final tarot cards to see what final advice, okay? The energy of April. Like, yeah, this is the archetypal energy which we talked about, but you have 6 of Cups, 5 of Wands again, okay? You have 5 more cards, 4 of Wands, the Tower, and the Moon. Oh my god, do you see that? You have this 5 of Wands, and this is the card of conflict. And for me, I usually read this card as inner conflict, but I'm also reading this card as general conflict right now. Then you have the Tower, and this was not done on purpose, it just aligned in that way. Then you have the Tower, which signifies that things need to change. So the conflict, the fight which you're fighting, that is not the fight which you need to fight. That is not your fight, okay? You are this person, you are the good Samaritan who is fighting this fight for them, for others. But now that is not what you need to do. It's their own inner battle, and they have to find that path out by themselves, okay? They have to rescue themselves in order for your teachings, your preachings, and your advice to go through to them. And sometimes it takes time, and you cannot go and you jumping to their help whenever they need it. That's not helping them, okay? That in turn is actually not helping them. And so what you need to do is change your way, change the way you go about things. Give your friend the advice which they need, but then you cannot run to them whenever they need you. You cannot drop everything which you are doing and rush to their rescue, rush to save them whenever they need you. Because again, there are some things which they have to change. If you're always there, taking them out of the pickle and helping them overcome difficult situations and rescuing them from difficult situations, they don't learn the lessons, they don't understand how they are meant to go about this thing. But what you can do is that you can give the gift of your advice, you can gift your guidance to others. Also, I'm feeling for a lot of you, okay, you have this project energy. Now I don't know whether you know about human design or not, but if you can, If you know, I feel like a lot of you are projectors, so you're here to guide people. You cannot save people. You're not here to do the things which they need to do. You're here to guide people. You're here to advise people. And what spirit is telling you is that you can give them the gift of your advice, the gift of your guidance, but you cannot live their life for them. Okay, you have to move forward. You have to move away from this thing, because right now you're just stuck in this hole. You're just stuck in this loop, and it's like a never ending loop. And you need to start working towards your own desires, your own dreams. Wish upon the stars, like what is the thing which your heart deeply desires to do, and you're not able to do it just because you're so stuck saving everyone else right here, right now. Live your heart's desire. Do the thing which you need to do. You don't have to be the rescuer for them every time. Be there for them, but you cannot put your own life on hold in order to go and rescue them. Okay, and you have the Four of Wands. When you do that, when you start working the direction, you actually reach this milestone where you achieve certain things, you get recognized, and you are able to bring this brings you a lot of happiness and gives you reason to celebrate. And when you see the growth actually happening in you and around you, and people coming to you who actually want your advice, as opposed to people who just are using you for your advice and they're not working upon you, because then that invalidates and invalidates your advice as well. So you need to walk away from this, and you are heading towards that celebration. So in the month of April, I actually see you walking away from this energy is already there in you. This energy is already coming in you. You are actually walking away from this thing which is not working for you, which is causing that conflict to come over. Like, it's just a repetitive conflict, that cyclical conflict, which is never ending, and it's it just keeps on going and going. Okay, like it's like a never ending cycle. You're actually changing that. You're actually jumping out of the tower. You are actually leaving the tower, and you are like, no, I'm going to take the power in my own hand and do the things which I actually want to do, and all. So you're walking away from this energy and you're walking into this energy. You are leaving that behind and you are jumping off the tower. You're like, okay, I'm done saving everyone else. This is time for me to save myself. You jump out, and then you gift yourself. You gift your inner child. You gift your inner child the gift. You give her the advice. Give her the things which she always longed for. What were your childhood dreams is also a question which is coming to my mind, equating this child here and the moon card here. What were the dreams which your inner child dreamt? It's time for you to take stock of them, and it's time for you to move out in that direction. Okay, in the direction of the moon. And when you do, you will actually start getting responses in the month of April itself. Wow. Or for some of you it could take up to 4 months, but then because this is the Four of Wands, so yeah, 4 months, or in the month of April itself, based on whenever you're seeing this reading. And also, yeah, because again, these are group readings, right? So the timing cannot be fixed for the entire group, but what I'm saying is that from April until August, you will start seeing some result in this new way, in this new direction which you're headed. And for you, if you're looking for a relationship, you're actually going to meet the one and find the one, and maybe even tie the knot. Wow. Okay, let's see final advice from your spirit guides. Final advice from your spirit guides. Final advice from your spirit guides. I'm feeling this card here. You have the King of Wands and the love that. Okay, for those of you who are actually seeking love, maybe you're single and you're seeking love, you meet your King of Wands in this month. Okay, and for those of you who are actually starting some new thing, working on their new passion or whatever, because it's so rare that the King and the Queen of Wands would come up together in a reading. So basically what they are saying together is that dream your wildest dream. You can achieve whatever it is that you want to bring into this world. Whatever it is that you want to create, whatever it is that you want to achieve, you will be able to achieve it all. Love that for you, my dear pile one. So yeah, be wild, dream wild, and unleash your creativity on this world, because the world deserves it. The world needs your creativity to come out there. Let your imagination soar and do the things which your inner child wanted to do. Put yourself out there, and you're only going to get abundance and prosperity and success coming your path. Okay, so that was it for your reading, my dear pile one. If this resonated with you, this do give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you the next time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to read for you. Bye. Hello, my group 2, and welcome to your reading. So, if you chose the Everyday Witch Tarot, then you have the Two of Swords. And from the get go, what this card is telling me is that, my dear pile 2, you guys are very intuitive. Okay? Because if you look at this card, this lady here, she has a blindfold over her eyes, and even with the blindfold over her eyes, she has still hit the bullseye here, right on the board. So it tells me that you don't need your eyes, or you don't need the senses which you think you need in order to hit the bullseye, in order to, hit your mark, because you're just that skillful. You have that practice, and you're just that skillful. Okay, so you might not realize it, but you are actually very intuitive in nature, so you don't always need your sight, as and also rely on your intuition and inner voice for additional guidance in your life. Okay, don't just think that you have to see in order to know certain things, or you have to experience, because sometimes you just know, and you might not be able to explain how you know, but you just know. There's just this inner feeling.
Listen to your
So what Spirit
intuition.
is telling you here is that trust that
Because
inner
yeah, I'm
feeling,
feeling like,
trust that
also
inner
your
guidance,
clairaudience.
trust
A
that
lot of
inner
you
light
are
which is there within you,
clairvoyants and
trust your
clairaudience in
instincts,
this
trust
pile.
your
So
intuition. So that was just a message which wanted to come through. So let us take a look at the rest of your cards. So you have mural, be your own first priority. Nice. Then you have evil queen, you deserve sugar, not salt. Oh, how sweet. Okay. Then you have surrender. I'm going to keep the deck aside and get it back when I do the rest of your reading. Okay, so you have protection. Okay, now I feel like I actually want to pull your tarot cards before proceeding further. Okay, so I feel like also this pile, there's a lot of questioning. Ace of Wands, love that. What do pile 2 need to know, Spirit guys? What do... makes sense with the moral card. Okay, then you have the devil. Yes, okay. Page of Cups. I love that. Okay. Then you have the Four of Swords, and you have the Four of Cups. Okay. Ah, I see. Okay. Oh my God. Yeah, okay. I get it. Okay, so I feel like a lot of you are at a stage in your life where you have had to settle down. I'm almost getting a settling down energy, like have settled for life. And it's like you had to take a lot of responsibilities from a very young age, and so you were not able to explore the things which you always wanted to explore. You were not able to explore or learn or go through life as the other people in your age group did. Like the other people in your age group got to live their life and be easygoing and just go with the flow of things, but you never got the opportunity to be the kid. And it's almost like you had to grow up and take responsibility, or you had to fend for yourself, even if it is not family for everyone, because yeah, of course, the generalized reading, so there'll be different people. So I'm just giving different examples. So basically what this is telling me is that you, with the Two of Swords here, that you had to, like, you have been through a lot in your life. You have been through a lot in your life, and But what is this devil card about? Yeah, definitely about the temptations, but what is this temptation about? Okay, can I get some clarity on the devil card? Can I get some clarity on the devil card for pile 2? What does the devil card signify for pile 2? Ace of Cups. Okay. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so what the devil card signifies is limitations, the limitations and the boundaries and the obstacles that we put on ourselves, the things which we let tie us down, the things which we believe has tied us down. It's our fears, it's our insecurities, it's also feeling stuck, and all those feelings, things which keep us stuck, things which keep us from hoping, things which keep us from growing. So what I'm feeling here is that, as I said, like, you had a lot of burden to bear. Okay, it might not have been direct, it might not have been direct, like maybe nobody came to you and told you that you had to bear this burden, but then you always felt responsible for your family, for taking care that everyone is okay, that everyone turns out okay, that everyone is comfortable. Or if it was not a family, I feel like you had to fend for yourself, as I was saying, from a very young age. So you never got to have that childhood. You never got to have that dream. You never got to have that childhood. And it's almost like you had to fill everyone else's cups up. You had to. So yeah, since this is a generalized reading, this is since this reading is for mass, so I'm just giving different examples because obviously everyone would have different life situations happening, right? Okay, so as I was saying, like, I feel like there are a few sets of people who are watching this, obviously, and then one example could be like, as I was saying, you had to take care of everyone's needs in your family. You had to take care of and you, maybe you lost a parent at a very young age, so you had to be the responsible one. Or maybe you lost both your parents, and I would be so sorry, and I'm sorry if that is the case with you. And what it's telling me is that, so obviously you had to grow up from a very young age, or maybe you had a sick mother, or your father fell sick, and then you just felt the need to provide for your family. Okay, yeah, because in the devil card here, there is this, the devil is holding a purse of coins, and he's holding also an ice cream. But what I feel here is that it goes deeper. Obviously it goes deeper, and that for a few of you it could also be like you had to learn the value of money from a very young age. Okay, maybe your family was not so well to do, and you had limited reserves, and maybe you had a reckless or irresponsible parent. So obviously again you had to take care of the accounting and everything. You had to do the budgeting, because otherwise it would be like you guys are living lavishly at the beginning of the month, and then by the end of the month it's almost like you have nothing to eat. So you had to be the one taking care of all that. Okay, so I'm just getting those sort of examples. And so, what actually happened is that you started thinking of life being or going a particular way. Like, your vision for your life has become this, it has become this small boxed, it is like a very boxed in definition, a very boxed in view, which is why, like, that lady there has a blindfold over her eyes. And what it's telling me is that, so you know what happened actually is that you stopped hoping, you stopped dreaming from a very young age, and you thought like this is all that life has to offer, that you have to be responsible. And maybe through the years and over the years, you have actually learned, you have actually reached a place where you're comfortable and you are able to provide for everyone else. But what is happening for you now, my dear pile 2, and which is really a great news, and I love that, is that you have the 4 of cups here. And what is showing me is that, yeah, distress, tension, stress is all you know about your life. But for spirit, but spirit has entirely different plans for you. Spirit has bigger plans for you, and spirit is almost like waiting there, waiting for you to acknowledge her, to see all the blessings and all the gifts that the spirit is handing your way. It's almost like spirit has come here, and spirit is telling you that, yeah, you gave a lot of time to all the people in your lives. You were, when you were busy providing for all those people, but now it is time for you to provide for yourself, to live those dreams, to reignite those dreams. Okay, that you deserve better. Yeah, definitely the message which is coming to me here for your pile is that you deserve better. And spirit is the month of April or the month ahead, whenever you're called to this reading, because obviously I have intended this reading to be timeless, is going to be that month when you start getting major knocks at your door, where spirit is almost becoming more vocal about his desires, that you need to open your eyes and you need to open your mind to all the things which spirit is sending away. I love that for you. So what's actually happening is that spirit is becoming more and more persistent. Spirit is becoming more and more vocal with its knocks, with its signs. So if you look around yourself, you'll be seeing a lot of synchronicities. Okay, you'll be seeing a lot of signs. Okay, look out for angel numbers. Look out for birds. Okay, like magpies, or just look out for birds. Okay, look out for cats, because there are a lot of cats in these cards. Yeah, so look out for synchronicities. Okay, if you feel like there is always this one bird or there is always this one cat which is always coming and yelling at you or meowing you, then it is probably just spirit. It is probably just spirit telling you to open your eyes, to remove the blindfold from your eyes, and use your intuition to understand what spirit is actually telling you. Because my dear pile 2, as as she said, you deserve sugar, not salt. Okay, so you, up until this point, you have obviously received a lot of salt, and what spirit is telling you is that now is the time for you to get out of that. Now is the time for you to start experiencing the sugar in your life, to start experiencing the sweetness and all the magic which life has to offer. Yeah, you had to grow up and you had to do all the things for others, but that is okay. Okay, because you learned your lessons and you have actually learned. Okay, sorry, my cat, see, my cat just came over. Anyway, so as I was saying, look out for synchronicities. Yeah. And spirit is actually telling you to dream the impossible. Spirit is telling you that you need to dream the impossible and then paint it. Okay, create the life of your dreams, because at this time spirit is working on your side to see your dreams, to help you create your dreams to fruition. Okay, like you see how both these cards have the art theme. Even the page of cups here, like she has a blank canvas and she can draw whatever she wants to here on this canvas, and there the girl is actually drawing a mural. So what spirit is telling you is that you right now have the capacity to create the life of your dreams. So right now, stop believing, stop limiting yourself, stop thinking that this is all you deserve, because you deserve so much more. You deserve the world. Okay, you deserve the life of your dreams, and spirit is telling you to wake up. Okay, spirit is telling you to wake up and come out of that sleep, come out of the trance, let go of the weight, let go of the weight which you have been carrying for so long. And you know what is so funny whenever I see this card is that there's a witch and she is carrying all the broomsticks up the hill, and yeah, it's very hectic and very strenuous activity, right? But what she doesn't realize, what she doesn't remember, is that she's actually the frigging witch. So all she can just fly. She can just fly upon this up the mountain on these brooms. So it's almost like the same thing which is happening here. So spirit is actually telling you that it's time for you to wake up. It's time for you to wake up and dream the life of your dreams. It's like wake up and dream instead of sleeping and dreaming. Now is the time for you to wake up and dream and create the life of your dreams. Okay, so let's move on to the next set of cards which I have for you. Okay, so then we have Ceres, nurture. We have Pallas Athena, think, and we have ascendant, entrance. Okay, and you see how the messages from these three cards also line up so perfectly with the rest of your reading. So, what the Ceres card here is telling you is to nurture your dreams, to nurture the, to create, to plant those seeds of creation, to plant those new intentions, those new ideas, to think about a new way of life. Okay, it's 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 time for you to get out of the rut and start living a life in a new way, in a way where you are free, where you are living, and where you are actually satisfied to the fullest. Okay, and think what spirit is telling you here with the Pallas Athena card is to use your intuition and use your emotional intelligence to create and to think and to create that life of your dreams, okay? Because the thoughts which we project, they actually manifest. So what are you thinking, what are you projecting? If you're constantly thinking that this is all which I deserve, this is all that their life has to give, then that is all you will get. But what spirit is telling you right now is that to think, to dream, to imagine, to use your wildest imagination and create the life of your dreams, because spirit wants to give you more. Spirit is not satisfied with what you're getting in your life, okay? Spirit is saying, and spirit is quite yelling at you, that you deserve better, you deserve more, okay? and and it's almost like your spirit guides are very, very sassy, okay? Your spirit guides don't, they are not being gentle right now. They are almost like they want to shake you up, and they want you to wake up and start living this life which you deserve, okay? Start living the life which you deserve to live. And then you have the ascendant card, and it says entrance. So ascendant is our rising sign. It is how we make our way into the world. And again, it is telling you very specifically in this reading is that you need to start making that grand entrance into life. Yeah, you have lived the way you have lived up until now. That was good, that was okay, but now you need to dream, imagine a grander life. This is not all which life has to offer. Life wants to give you more, okay? Life is begging to give you more. Your spirit guides are always like, wake up, okay? We can't wait here forever. We don't want you to be here forever. Wake up, unlock your heart, open your heart up, so that, and surrender to your spirit guides, because they are actually giving you divine guidance. They're actually giving you divine intuition. They're actually giving you divine messages, but you have to open yourself up, open your mind up. Then we have warrior for you, okay? And we have Midas or miser. And you have exorcist, I see. Okay. So, so yeah, this is basically, as I was telling you, the exorcist is telling you to remove those fears, remove those limitations, break free. You know, exorcise yourself of those doubts, of those fears, of that mindset that this is all that life has to offer. Because no, life has more to offer to you, okay? And the Midas card here is actually telling you that you have the capacity right now, you have the capability to do more, to be more. And whatever you start at this time, it is going to grow exponentially, okay? It's like whatever you touch, it turns into gold. So whatever you're investing in right now, whatever you're dreaming about right now, they have the capacity, they have the opportunity to turn into gold. So don't let this precious time go, don't let this gift go. And the warrior here is talking about the same thing. It's telling you to fight for what is right for you. It's telling you to nurture and do what is right for you, okay? Because up until this, you have lived for others, but now it is the time for you to stand up and think for yourself. Do what is right by you, and you have to come out of that thinking pattern that you do not deserve better, because the truth is that you deserve the world, and you actually have the ability to turn anything which you work upon into gold. So, and right now where you're here, where you're at is great, but then spirit is saying that you are meant for more, okay? Spirit is saying that you are meant for more. Okay, so let's see. I'm going to pull some two final cards for you. And so you have priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? Yes, makes sense. And share your voice, come out of the cave, persecution in expression. Yes, this is exactly what I was talking about. Stop living in your shadows, okay? Now is the time for you to obviously come out of the cave, come out of where you are at, because while that is great, I'm not, nobody's saying that is not great, that is great. For some of you, it's actually not so great, because you see the cave doesn't look appear so good. But I feel like for others, because this is a general reading, so obviously there will be multiple people watching this reading, and the reality for everyone won't be the same. So where you are at might be great, okay, or it might not be so great, but then you have to realize that you are meant for more. And that is what this whole reading is about, that you are meant for more. That is what your intuition, that is what your spirit guides are trying to tell you, that you were meant for more. You were not meant to settle down in this life. You were never meant for this. Excuse me. You were never meant for this. You were meant to come out of the cave and share your voice. Oh my god. You're meant to come out of this cave. You're meant to be seen. You are always meant to be seen. And you have a divine purpose of being the warrior, the exorcist. Because when you overcome your own fears, when you overcome your own limitations, and you step up and lead and take the lead of your own life, what you're doing is also encouraging people around you to step up and lead. You know, like when people see you, and while they might judge you at first that you are leaving all the comforts behind and you are going on a goose chase, which might bring you success but also might end in a failure. But what spirit is telling you is that you need to step up, okay? If whatever you are going to touch is going to bring you so much of abundance and bliss, and you deserve better. And when people see you actually living your life in the way you were always meant to, that is also going to bring that light to others, that yes, and you're going to encourage others as well, that yes, if I can, so can you. If I could come out of there and be this person now, then you can too. And you're meant to be this guide, you're meant to be this leader, okay? So do not, so my dear pile 2, do not suppress your voice. Do not suppress your voice. Speak out. Speak out loud, because the world needs your voice. The world needs your art. The world needs your creativity. Whatever your voice is, you have to share it, because this is what the world lacks, and this is your divine purpose here. And when you do that, when you do the thing which you're always meant to do, when you are living your design, you glow, you shine like the brightest star. Okay, so step up and know that you deserve better. You deserve better. And you have to tell yourself that yes, you deserve better. This might be enough, but you deserve better than what you're getting right now. Okay, so my dear pile 2, that was your reading. If this resonated, to give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more videos like this. And hopefully I'll see you the next time. Bye. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to read for you. And remember to step up and lead, take the lead of your own life. Make the decisions for yourself. Bye. Hello, my group 3, and welcome to your reading. So if you chose group 3, then you have the card of Starlight, and this is the star card in this deck. So the star card stands for manifestations. So it's almost like the things, there is this energy in the month ahead, because this is a reading for the month ahead. There is this energy of manifestations, quick manifestations. Whatever you are working upon, things are going to start manifesting. Things are going to come down on earth, and you will see things materializing. It might not happen very rapidly for everyone, but you will start seeing the growth. And also, it's a great time for wishing upon the star, because see how everyone is just gazing at the stars. So the phrase which came to my mind was wish upon a star. So it's a great time to also start manifesting, start planting those seeds and the things which you would like to grow. And speaking about April, the general energy of the month ahead, there is this great energy of manifestation, setting new intentions, because we have a new moon eclipse happening in the sign of Aries, which is the sign of new beginnings. And we have the new moon eclipse happening on that sign in Aries on the 20th of April. So it's a really great month to even plant those new seeds and new intentions. And the funny thing is, I have not mentioned this thing to any of the other piles before now, but for some reason I just wanted to, it came out here in your reading. So it could be significant for some of you. Maybe you follow astrology, maybe you follow the moon cycles. So anyway, so you have sword, make the change. Love that. And I love how in this image there is this girl, and she has taken a sword and she's chopping off her own hair. Like, she's so tired of how hair is, so she's like, okay, I'm going to do something rash, and I'm going to chop my hair. I mean, it's not always a great decision, but for you, I'm feeling like this is just what you need to do, because you are going with the flow. You are manifesting. Morning, the world awaits you. Love that. What a great way to start this reading. I'm going to put this deck aside, and first we're going to take a look at the rest of your cards, and then we'll pull some tarot cards for you. Okay, so you have space. Okay, you have strength. Nice. You have fear. Okay. I'm actually being called to pull out your cards now. So let's see what this coming month, what April has in store for us. What sort of movements, what are the energies of the month ahead for us? Spirit, please guide us. Okay, so 10 of spells, the Council of Animals, we have Weaver of Spells, the Green Mother, and I'm feeling 2 more cards. Yeah, I want 2 more cards for you. 10 of Boons and 8 of Challenges. Yeah. Okay, so the 10 of Spells talks about, one second. Okay, sorry, I was getting a call there. Anyway, so the 10 of Spells is the 10 of Wands in this deck. So this talks about the end of a hard journey, the end of a hard time. So what I see happening is, again, which really aligns with Make the Change card, with you chopping off your hair. Like, you have been through some tough time. Okay, you have been in this phase, and you have been in, it's almost like you are ending a cycle. Yes, that is the message which I'm getting. You are ending a cycle, and it could even be a 10-12 year cycle. So you are finally at an end of that cycle, which is why you are like, okay, I'm going to chop my hair off, because this image, the way I presented myself, had a lot to do with the life which I was leading up until now. But now I'm going to start changing my appearance. I'm going to start and put myself forward as the person who I actually am, and not the person who is just there trying to wade through life, trying to go through life and make ends meet. Now I'm going to take control, and I'm going to put myself as I am. I'm going to let my inner diva shine. I'm going to let my inner magician shine. I'm going to let my inner wizard or witch shine, and they're going to step out. The actual me, the inner me, is going to come out, and I'm going to put them forward. And it's almost like you have decided on changing your appearance to suit your personality. Wow. Okay, yeah, I love this for you. Okay, wow, there is this great transformation which is happening for you. And yeah, as I said, like, I feel like this is the end of a very hard cycle for you, and you are making some decisions, you're making some choices at this time, and you have chosen to make the change. You have chosen to embrace the you, to put the actual you out into the world. You're like, I'm done living this life, being this person, and now I'm going to put myself out there as I am. So it's like, you're changing your appearance, you're changing the way you dress, you're changing the way, maybe the color of your hair, and maybe you're also changing the way you present yourself to the world, because maybe up until now you were really presenting yourself as this perfect person, and who is just going with the flow of things how they usually are, and who doesn't ruffle anyone's feathers. Like, they are the example of a good child. But now you're like, no, that part of me is, I have played my role. I have played that part for so long now, and now it is time for me to come out as I am. You see how in this image it's almost like she is spinning and the dress is changing. I almost feel like the dress is changing, like it's one of those transformation videos which we get, where like like you spin and then the dress changes, kind of like that. So I'm almost getting that feeling, like you have started dressing up, you have started presenting yourself as you are. Maybe it could even be like, you used to wear a lot of makeup to hide your imperfections, but now you're like, no, I'm going to put me as I am. Or maybe you didn't wear makeup because you thought like that is something which the world expects of you, and that makes you desperate or something. And now you're like, no, I love wearing makeup, so I'm going to embrace that. So you are finally embracing the real you, the inner you, the one who always wanted to come out, but then the inner child within you who was not allowed to play for so long. wow, you're finally breaking free of the fears, and you're finally coming out into the world as you truly are. And what the space card is telling me is that now you're like, no, I'm going to take as much space as I need. Up until this moment, I've always worried about that I'm taking too much of space, I'm taking too much of attention, and I'm just being too much. And I was just trying to fit myself into these small crevices and these small spaces. But now I'm going to be unapologetic. I'm going to be unapologetic, and I'm going to step up, and I'm going to take what rightfully belongs to me. I'm going to take as much space as I need. It's not like I'm going to step on anyone's toes on purpose. But if me being me, if how I am as a person, if who I am as a person, and me being me, that triggers others, that is not my problem, that is their problem. Okay. Wow, I love this for you. So yeah, the Council of Animal here is the Judgment card, and it talks about you. And I almost feel like they're welcoming you. They are really cheering for you because you are transforming, and they are standing here and they are watching you transform, and they are celebrating. They're celebrating. Your spirit guides are celebrating. They're really joyous that you have finally decided to embrace your inner child, and you have finally decided to put the wildness, to put who you are in reality out there. You're like, okay, I'm going to be me. I'm going to be me, unapologetic me. And the Council of Animals, your spirit guides, they're cheering for you. They're cheering on, and they are watching you transform, and they're mesmerized. Okay, they're so happy for you. And what I see happening is that for a lot of you, it's like up until this point, you thought like nobody in your family or people around you or your friends won't accept you as you are. But this is so beautiful, and I'm so happy for you, my group 3. Is that when you start changing, you transform, and you put the real you out there, instead of facing rejection, you're actually going to face a lot. You're actually going to be welcomed. Your family is going to be, yeah, I knew, like, it's almost like you're stepping out of the closet, and then everyone is like, yeah, I always knew that you are this person. Like, I don't know who you were trying to fool. Like, we know. I'm just glad that you have decided to step up. And for those of you whose families are not so supportive, because again, these are general readings, so obviously I'm just giving examples for different people, but that was the first thought, like, you will be welcomed. Like, look at how this old man is almost telling you, come in, we were just waiting for you. And it's like, this is such a beautiful story, and my heart is so joyful. I'm so excited for you, pile 3. She is transforming, right? It's the end of a difficult cycle. You have come out of this difficult cycle. You have embraced who you really are. You are like, okay, I'm going to step into this new me. And your spirit guides are standing there, and they're watching you cut your hair, and they're watching you transform, and they're mesmerized, and they're so excited for you, and they're so happy for you. They're also cheering you on. And finally you have embraced your inner you, that inner child within you, and you have decided, no, I'm going to be the real me. And you put yourself out there into the world, and then you get the opposite reaction of what you were expecting. For a lot of you, like, instead of facing rejection in your family, they are like almost welcoming. They're like, yes, we were just waiting for the real you to always emerge. We were just waiting for you to come out of your cave. I'm so glad you decided to join us. We were just waiting for you. And also, like, for others, excuse me, also for like others, I feel like they're, your spirit guides are like, yes, again here, like, they're standing here mesmerized, and they're like, yes, come on, join us in. Okay, I'm also getting another message, which I'll come to in a bit. And for those whose families are not so welcoming, I feel like you're also going to find your soul family. You're going to find the family who you really are. Because when you step into into the role that you were always meant to play, into the person who you were always meant to be, when you step into your own shoes, what happens is that people who are actually meant to be in your life, people who are actually the right people to be in your life, you will attract those sort of people, instead of people like who are always rejecting you, and who are always saying that like, and judging you and saying mean things about you and to you. Like, those kind of people who are seeding doubt in you, and people who never believed in you, they're going to fall out of your life, or maybe, and you're going to move into the people who embrace you, who love you for being you, and you're going to bring that, you're going to find your soul family. Okay, so and the other message which I was getting is that for a lot of you, a spiritual upgrade is also happening. Okay, it's not just a physical transformation, you're also spiritually upgrading, you're spiritually transforming, you're connecting more and more to your higher self, to the inner witch within you, and you're connecting to that person. So again, your spirit guides and your higher self and all the cosmic helpers who are here to help us in our journey, they're all cheering for you. They're like, yes, we were just waiting for you. This is so beautiful, my pile 3. Okay, so the 8 of challenges just talks about the fears, like how she is passing through this forest, and like there are all these brambles and branches with thorns, and she has closed her eyes, and obviously that is why she's getting scratched and stuff. But the thing is, you get more, she'll pass get more trapped into the thicket of thorns if she's not using her senses, if she's not using her sense of sight. But if she opens her eyes, she can actually find the way out of this, right? So I feel like for you, it is actually have finally decided to face your fear. You're finally facing your fears, and you're stepping into the role who you were meant to play, and it is not the other way around. Okay, and obviously with the strength card here, it is saying just that you are standing into your authority, you're standing into your strength, you're stepping up, you're putting on the shoes which you were always meant to do. 8th house mystery. Then you have Uranus change. Yes, what was I talking about? Midheaven Pinnacle. Oh, I love that. Okay, so the 8th house talks about the fears again, right? The fears, the childhood traumas, the parts of us which are hidden, which are not out into the world, right? And with the 8th house and change, Uranus coming here, so I'm almost feeling like it's Uranus in your 8th house, and it is actually helping you break free of those limitations, break free of the prison which you had put yourself in for this long. And that is how you're transforming, because you're breaking free of the limitations, breaking free of the prison which you were in up until now. You're facing your demons, you are embracing your inner self, and you're stepping into the role of who you are always meant to be. And because you're doing that, you are actually reaching your midheaven, you're actually reaching your pinnacle. People are going to notice you, people are going to give you attention. Okay, people are going to be like, wow, how did I never know that this is the same person? Like, that person had so much of talent, and that person has so much of skill. How did I not know that? How did I not notice that? And that is because you were always dimming your own lights. But now you're stepping out, you're stepping up, and you're being noticed. Okay, you're putting yourself out there. And yeah, I didn't talk about this card, but this gives the same message. The world awaits you. You are changing, you are transforming, and you're waking up to the true you. As I said, you're also spiritually upgrading. Like the midheaven here also signifies that, and this here just speaks of that. Like, you are waking up, and the world is waiting you, because your gifts, you have a lot of gifts, my dear pile 3. And but the first part of you living your design and breaking free of your limitations lies with you accepting yourself. And now you're finally doing that in the month ahead. Wow, I am so excited for you. Okay, so then you have teacher. What was I telling you? Like, you have a major role to play in the transformation of humanity. You have networker. Again, what was I telling you? And you have rebel. Isn't it miraculous, like how everything almost lines up always? Love that. Anyway, so as I was saying, like, you are meant to be this teacher. You are meant to be this teacher, and you will find that you have the support. Okay, people will come to you, people will be drawn to you, but that only starts happening when you step into the part of you where you're the rebel, where you feel like you are the outcast, like where you feel you are not like everyone else around you, because you were never meant to be like everyone else around you. You're always meant to be this rebel, you're always meant to be this outcast, and you're always meant to have this wild dreams and this wild way of being, because that is your unique gift, that is your unique design, that is your unique DNA. And when you step into the role of being you truly, you will find support. Okay, you will find support from unexpected places, from unexpected people. And you will find, as I was telling you, that you have this huge role to play. You are meant to be this teacher. You're meant to step into the role of this teacher and that all starts when you embrace your the rebel within you. Okay, the wild child within you. Okay, and with that, we have almost come to the close of this reading. But before I leave you, I'm going to pull two more cards for you. I love the energy of your pile. I really, really love the energy of your pile. It's so exciting, and it is like waking up, as I was telling you. It is like waking up after a long, long hibernation period. Okay, so you have Mintakan, longing for home, belonging the original light workers, and deep replenishment, retreat, rest, be held. Yes. Okay, so what this Mintakan card is telling you is that the original, you are a part of the original light workers. I'm actually going to pull the book on this and read it to you because I feel like it is that significant for you. I didn't, this card showed up for pile 2 as well, but I didn't read it for them because, well, but for you, I'm feeling that I need to read it to you. 1 minute while I find the page 116. Yeah, so you have Mintakan, longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. Mintakans are a soul group. Oh my god, what was I telling you about the soul group? Yeah, about your soul family. Mintakans are a soul group who originated on a planet in the constellation Orion. They were the first star beings to travel to Earth and believed to be the original light workers. The Mintakans' home planet is thought to have been a water world with water so pure that you could see through it for miles. For this reason, Mintakans feel most at peace and at home when in or around crystal clear water. They're here to teach us the potential in everything and the light in all beings. See, that is why you have the rebel spirit within you, because people usually associate that people who don't subscribe or who don't play by the rules of the society as something not which is not the best, right? They always project a negative light on that. But with you playing this role, and you the knowledge which you are going to spread and the role which you play, it is so important, because you're going to teach people that people need to be accepted as they are, however they are. And just because you do not conform to the traditional norms doesn't mean that you won't be successful or anything, because you are going to be this and you are going to be successful, and you are going to be immensely successful. People who couldn't even have imagined how successful you're gonna be, but that only happens in the truest sense when you step into the role of being the true you. Okay, then you have many Mintakans have the odd longing for home and struggle with feeling like they don't belong. It is thought that this is due to their home planet no longer being in existence. If you pull this card, it could mean that you are a Mintakan or are longing for a sense of belonging, and root chakra healing is necessary for you to feel secure and safe. Perhaps a good way to heal your root chakra is also exercise. So if you feel stagnant, if you feel like you know inactive and lethargy and everything, start with a simple routine. Start with a simple routine and start doing some workouts. Oh, you also had this strength card. So yeah, you can also do some strength training, because red is also the color of the root chakra. Okay, so that's one of the good ways. And also, like, making to-do lists and crossing things off to-do lists, that's also a very good practice for activating your root chakra. Okay, perhaps you feel this longing to find home without knowing where it is. Perhaps you have been moving through a lot and yearn for a place on earth to call your own. If so, you're being called to connect with Mother Earth and create it for yourself now. To choose where you feel most at home and create it, rather than waiting for the feeling to belong of sorry, rather than waiting for feeling of belonging to come. Okay, so yeah, that was it for your message. So basically, what I said, when you step into the role of the true you, when you transform, when you embrace yourself as you really are, and you put yourself out there as you really are, you'll find that your soul family is attracted to you. You'll find that family. If you feel like you don't belong to this family, either one, they're going to transform entirely, they're going to change, and they're going to be like, yes, right? Or if it is not them, you'll find your soul family. And with deep replenishment, it also talks about retreat, rest, be held, because you are at the end of the cycle, so you also have to rest. Okay, this is a process which is happening within you. There is a process which is happening within you, and this process also calls you calls for you to rest and take a breath. So if things are not moving at a rapid pace, it's okay, you start slowly. Okay, you cannot go from 0 to 100 in one day. Slow changes, slow growth, but you're already walking the path, and I'm so excited for you, and I'm cheering you on. I'm so excited for you for pile 3. Remember, stay true to who you are. Step into your own shoes. You are always meant to be this amazing person. Okay, let the part of you which was hidden up until now out. Okay, so that was it for your reading. If you like this video, to give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you the next time. Hello, my group 4, and welcome to your readings. If you chose group 4, then you have the Lightseers tarot, and the first card which we have for you is the 9 of Cups. And the 9 of Cups, to say in very few words, but in 2 words actually, it stands for wishes fulfilled. So it's almost like you are reaping the rewards of your manifestation, of the energy spent on a certain thing. Finally you are seeing results. Okay, your wishes are being fulfilled right now. I love this card. Like, this is one of my favorite cards ever. Now I'm going to check a few of the cards which I've already pulled for you, and then we are going to pull the cards from your tarot deck. So first you have Bitch, Fire, stand up for yourself. Love that. Then you have Garden, something lovely will grow from this. Oh, wow. See how, like, here, yeah, here this light is coming out from the heart chakra, right? This light is coming out from this person's center of being, and so all her wishes are being fulfilled, because all the wishes were coming from the heart chakra. It was not from greed, it was because of love. Okay, and due to that aspect, all the things are being pulled to this person, all the wishes are being manifested right now. And you have Bitch, Fire, and even in this, like, there is this fire, there is this light here, there is this fire here surrounding this matchstick. Yeah, and even here she is nurturing this rose, but even this has an aura around it. Wow, this is amazing. Let's see what this is talking about. Yeah, definitely, yes. So I'm feeling it definitely talks about you nurturing your aura. Okay, like, be aware of the things which you are putting in you, which you are allowing to come into your aura, because sometimes we let some people be in our lives even though we don't like them, and just because we feel like if we tell them that we don't like them, or if we cut ties with them, yes, if we cut ties with them, it will break their heart. So in order to take care of their heart, we keep on letting them suck our energy away. So this is just one message which I'm getting. So first of all, stand up for yourself. Yes, do not be afraid to cut people off from your life who are taking more from you than they're giving. Anyway, so let's get on with the rest so this message could be for very select few of you, if not for everyone. It might not resonate with everyone, but I felt really called to give this message to you. Then you have isolation. Okay, definitely isolate your energy. That is what I was talking about. Then you have stop. Like, stop. And I think it just clarifies the message which wanted to come through, that you have to protect your aura as well. Like, if someone is just draining your energy, or something is just draining your energy, it's okay to tell them no. It's okay to tell them that enough, right? Like, you have taken enough from me. not ready to give you any more of my energy because I need that energy for me. Okay, I am not okay with giving you my energy. So, isolation, you need to isolate your aura because it's precious and not everyone deserves to be in your aura. It's okay, you have given them enough as of now. In cutting them off out of your life, you also do them a favor, and they understand that there is also something, or they will understand if they do some reflection, that there is something which they also need to work upon. And it's okay to cut people out of their life, people who you have outgrown, people who are no longer aligned with your energy, because it could be that you have grown to a particular stage and there are just people in your life who you have outgrown, like by leaps and yards. So it's okay to cut them out of your life because they don't understand and all they bring is negativity to you. So it's okay to cut them out of your life. Okay, you have to protect your garden, you have to nurture your garden, and you only keep the flowers in your garden, right? You don't let weeds grow in your garden. So it's okay to cut out the weed. It's okay to stand up for yourself. It's okay to isolate your aura. Is the first message which I got for you. Let's pull some tarot cards for you, and then I'm going to take a look at the rest of the cards which I've already pulled for you. Okay, so Spirit, what messages do you have? Yes, Five of Cups, Hermit. Definitely, the Hermit card again talks about the isolation, and the Five of Cups here is very interesting, and I'm going to show you in a minute once I get the rest of your cards. So, can we get a few additional messages for pile 4 for the month ahead? What advice do you have? What energies are they attracting in the month ahead? Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, I'm feeling this card. The Star. Love this. And yeah, the Star also did show up in the previous pile. So you might also want to check that out. If you were called to that pile, do check that out as well. There might be some messages there for you. Ace of Cups. Yes. Okay. Feeling this card. King of Cups and... Okay. I mean, I want to keep everything, but we are going to. Yeah, we are going to be selective with the cards we keep, because otherwise it will become too much for even you, my dear pile 4. Okay, pile 4, see? So, yeah. So, as I was saying, like the Five of Cups is also giving a very similar message here. You see how in this card, usually the Five of Cups is a card, signifies that there are some things which have left your life, but you still have certain things which you might not be seeing at this moment because you're so focused on what you have lost that you're not able to see that what you gained or what you have as a result of that loss. But here in this particular card, I love this Five of Cups because here she's taking the decision herself. She is upending this cup and she is letting go of this energy. She is like, no, I no longer need this energy in my life. Okay, I no longer need this energy. She is taking the executive decision, and she has decided to cut off those toxic energies out of our life. And again, that aligns so well with the rest of your cards. So, well, this is definitely a message which, my dear pile 4, you have to hear. So in the month of April, you definitely need to do some cord cutting, because what is happening is that if you're watching this before the full moon might be a really great time to do some releasing, to do some unshackling, to do some letting go, because the new moon talks about completions. Okay, and it's a great time to let go of the things which you no longer want. And if you are watching this after the new moon, after the full moon on the 6th of April, then even the eclipse that happening on the 20th of April is a great time for that. Okay, and since August also came out, I feel like, you are this Nine of Cups, the things which you are manifesting right now, for a lot of you, it is going to take. You are going to start seeing results from the hard work which you are putting in, from the hard work which you are putting in your garden. And by the time it's August, like you're going to start seeing the results, you're going to start seeing the fruits. Okay, so Five of Cups here, as I was saying, like here she is deciding to cut off, she is deciding to let go of this cup, and she has decided this is the energy which she wants in her life. These are not the energies which she wants in her life, so she's like, it's okay, I let go of you. It's difficult, it's painful for me to do the severing, because you might not be serving me any purpose, but I was still attached to this thing. This thing, I still valued this thing, but then I realized that this thing is never going to work. This relationship or this job is never going to work for me. So I'm going to let go of this. It is going to be difficult, but this is a decision which I have made, and I'm going to protect my energy. I'm going to protect this thing because this is more valuable to me, and this is exactly what I want, and this is what I want to manifest. So I'm letting go of the things which no longer work for me, and it's okay for me to let go of the things which no longer work for me. Isolate your aura again. The Hermit here talks about you going within yourself to find the star. I love how the Hermit and the Star came together for your reading. So, yeah, I love here in the Hermit card, what you're actually doing is you're taking some time off. You're isolating your aura, which is again this isolation which came up. You're spending some time alone in your own company, and you're deciding, you're making those decisions, you're finding the truths within you. It talks about finding the truth, going inside, isolating yourself, going within yourself to find the light. And you do find the light, you do find the light, because quite literally you have the Star card, right? Like you find the light within yourself, and you understand the things which you need to, the things which you want to manifest, and you are ready to let go of the things which you don't want to manifest. I love that. And you have the Eight of Swords as well, but I'm feeling like here again there's a lot of unshackling which is happening, right? There's a lot of clearing away of this energy. You're finally realizing that you're not as locked up, or you're not as stuck as you thought you were, and that you can release yourself from this, you can release yourself from this illusion anytime which you want. You're taking control in your own hand. I love that for you, my dear pile 4. It is not that easy a reading. It is not that easy energy to work with. Personally, yeah, for you, pile 4, it is going to be difficult. There's a lot of releasing energy which is coming your way, but at the same time, you're also manifesting great things because of the releasing which you're doing, and choosing. You're making the choice of the things which you want to grow, and you're deciding the things which you no longer want in your life. You are actually going to clear out the weeds from your life, and you're going to bring in more of that which you want. Love that, because when you are severing the ties, when you are letting go of the things which you don't want in your life, what actually happens is that you are giving a message to the universe, like, this is the energy which I want, this is what I want in my life, and this is what I don't want. And when you do that, the universe tunes into that vibration. Okay, instead of being stuck in this relationship and doing the same thing again and again and again, the universe understands that no, that is something which you no longer need. What you want is this. You want all the amazing things, you want all the best things, and in you cutting off the weeds also, the frequency of the weeds showing up also lessen. When you clear the energies, when you clear the garden, very often you will see that weeds don't grow as easily as it used to before, right? They find it harder to grow, and that is because you're keeping your energy protected, and universe will send you more of that which you want. You'll grow more flowers, you'll grow more of those herbs which you want in your garden, and you will grow and nurture exactly the energy which you want. Okay, so yeah, I also see you in the month of April. You're really tending to your heart, you're really tending, and you have decided to fill your own cup. Like, yeah, this is basically this one cup which you saved here. This is the Ace of Cups. You have decided, like, these are the things which I need in my life, and these are things which nurture me. So I'm letting go of the things which I no longer need, and I'm going to nurture what I need. I'm going to learn from my mistakes. I'm going to learn from whatever experience I have had in this life up until now, because I know all the ups and downs, everything, like all the weeds and all the flowers which I had in my garden. It was all part of a lesson. It was all part of a grand lesson, and I understand that now. I understand that now, and I'm learning my lessons and I'm moving forward in my life. Okay, I'm using my intuition, I'm using my knowledge to actually pass this tightrope, and I'm so confident in my own skills that I know that I don't even have to look and I'll make it through to the other side because I'm learning my lessons and I have moved on. I'm no longer stuck, and I'm no longer living in the fear that I might not be able to pass this tightrope because I am. And when you do that, because you're doing that, you're also reaching this place of the King of Cups. And the King of Cups is emotionally stable because you have let go of the things which you don't need anymore. So you are getting more of that which you actually want. You're getting the Nine of Cups. You're getting your wishes fulfilled. More of that which you need, that is going to come to you. More of the good things are coming to you because, as I said, you are clearing the weeds of your life, okay? And that is why you ignite this fire within you, and that is how you ignite this fire within you, and that is how you are manifesting more of that which you want. And you reach this place of peace and contentment where you are just effortlessly manifesting. Wow, I love that because you see, in order to manifest the best things, one of the first principle of manifestation is that you find your calm center, you find your center of peace. Because if you're anxious, if you are constantly doubting if your dreams will actually manifest, if what you're working on will actually manifest, what actually happens is that universe gets universe gets the frequencies of your doubt. Instead of faith, in universe picks on the frequencies of doubt because you're doubting. You're putting your efforts out there, but at the same time you're doubting, like, will this work, will this not work? So universe picks on the doubt and you get more of that, you get more of doubt. But when you find this center of peace and you're just letting things out into the world, when you're just feeling the best of things, more of that is going to come to you. You are going to see that your surroundings also become calm, and even when you are on murky waters, or even in those positions, you will find that you are still at peace. It doesn't matter like if the water is rocky or the water is rocking you, you are peaceful, you are calm, and you have fourth house home. Ah, yes. Then you have transits, climate changes. Yes, definitely. You have square, semi-square equinox. Sorry, quincunx. Okay, I feel like the climate of your home is also going to change at one level. Okay, the climate of your, like, there is some tension which, yeah, there is some tension which might be occurring in your home. That's why you are not able to feel the peace and the calm. But I see that because of everything which you are doing, what actually happens is that despite the tension, despite what the restlessness which you have in your home, because you have decided to seclude your aura, because you have decided to protect your aura, and obviously you cannot kick your family members out, obviously. I mean, like, in most cases, uh, you, if you're not able to kick them out, you find that peace, you're able to maintain your calm and your peace even when your home is not so, home life is not so peaceful. You're able to feel that center of peace, you're able to find that center of calm, and the climate changes as a result of that. Okay, also at a deeper level, the fourth house also represents our home, the deepest. This is usually where the IC falls in our chart, and the IC is nothing but the deepest point in your chart. It's the heart. Okay, it's your heart. It is where your heart lies. Okay, so your heart, there are changes happening in your heart. Your heart chakra is opening because you are giving more love to yourself, and as a result of that, all the tensions which were happening, despite whatever is happening around you, you still are able to find your inner peace, you're still able to find your inner calm. I love that for you, my dear pile 4. Okay, let's see the archetypes card which I have for you. You have gossip again over here. You have gambler, and you have fool, fearlessly revealing emotion, helplessly. Oh, wow, okay, love that. Because you're opening up, because you're clearing your garden, right? What is actually happening is that the toxic energy of gossip, like, you know, when there are just people who just have nothing better to do but gossip a whole day and out, like, who are just always talking bad about other people and gossiping and bringing, like, those people are actually falling out of your life. And this, okay, awakens consideration for the feelings of others, honoring trust. You're able to say no, like, to the people who are just here to gossip. Instead, you are like, no, we are not going to do that. You are able to put your best, you're going to change that energy around you. Okay, yeah, that is what I'm feeling is happening. Like, from the shadow attributes, you're moving to the light attributes. So where people before, because you're saying no to them and you're isolating your aura, yes, things are changing, and this in turn awakens consideration for the feelings of others, and it honors trust. And when you're honoring trust, when you're not gossiping about other people, when you don't give in to those people who just want have nothing better to do but gossip day in and day out, what is happening is that you start attracting people in your life, attracting situations in your life which honors trust. And you find that people, you know, the people who are constantly breaking your trust before now, they're actually honoring trust. They value your words, and they start valuing you even more. So stand up for yourself. If someone is gossiping about you constantly, you can go and, you know, like, face them, like, confront them. because because as this card says, stand up for yourself. Okay, then you have the Fool. And again, I feel like, you know, this in turn is actually awakening the light attributes in you. Like, instead of masking your feelings, you are finally liberating, you're finally expressing the feelings which you have within you. Okay, and Gambler is actually a very interesting card because it talks about intuition, it talks about our intuitive abilities, that we are able to gamble on life, that we are able to gamble on relationships, because we intuitively know which people are actually good and which people actually want what is best for us, that is best for us. And yeah, what it is that it is best for us. And so you follow your intuition even when others doubt you. Yeah, willingness to follow your intuition even when others doubt you. So basically, you follow your intuition regardless of the situation. You let your intuition guide you through challenges, through problems. I love this. Okay, you have the Age of Light. You have been training for this for lifetimes, or what is triggering you. Yeah, and I don't know, I want to pull a final card for you. Birthing new creations, dreaming of a new world into being. Yes. Okay, so yeah. So the first card which I have for you is the Age of Light, and it talks about you have been training for this for lifetimes. You have a deeper message. Okay, you have a deeper role to play in the society. You are a light bringer, and but it doesn't happen, it doesn't work if you don't stand up for yourself, if you don't let the actual you out, the qualities which you want to nurture in your garden. If you don't let those things out, the people, if you don't protect the energy which you want, and if you're just letting out the weeds into the world, the fears and the doubts, or constantly doubting people, or constantly living in the fear that you're going to be cheated upon and stuff, instead of that you move into faith. And when you do that, you see the vibration, the energy, your surroundings, the people around you are also changing. That is what the Gambler also talks about here in this card. Okay, so the Age of Light is just telling you that, like, you have the ability to level up, to bring your intuition up, to bring your energies up, because when you do that, when you raise your vibration, all the negativity, you stop attracting those things in your life, or even when they are there in your life, can no longer bother you, because your energy is higher than their energy, so it cannot reach you anymore. Okay, it's like it's sitting on those stormy waters, it's sitting on the stormy sea and still not being bothered, because you are centered, you have your center, and you have your core intact. Also, with the Mirror card, who or what is triggering you, again, this talks about the negative attributes. Okay, the shadow sides, the weeds which were growing in your garden. Like, what do you think needs to be let go? Because you need to start weeding them out. It's literally telling me that you need to weed them out, and then only you can grow the roses which you want to grow. And also, birthing a new age. you are actually bringing more of that light within you now. You're uplifting, you are leveling up spiritually as well, and you're bringing in more of that light, and you're birthing a new age, birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. When when your energy changes, when you change your energy, as I said, the energy around you changes, and when the energy around you changes and two more people learn from you, the energy around them changes, and that in turn starts this atomic reaction, this nuclear reaction, and as a result of that, light spreads faster. So stand up for what you want. Be unafraid to protect what you want. Be unafraid to say stop. Be unafraid to say no. Because you have the power. You have the power of changing your life. You have the power of going after your dreams, your aspirations, and the things which you want to grow. You have the power to make those nuclear changes, those nuclear reactions. Okay, so my dear pile, also, I'm telling you, when you do that, when you start doing that, your wishes are being fulfilled. You will see that more and more is coming to you, better things, wishes being fulfilled. Okay, so yeah, that was it for your reading, my dear pile 4. If you like this video, to give this video a like, leave a comment down below, and subscribe for more videos like this. And I'll see you the next time. Bye. Thank you for watching. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to read for you.